Hello everyone. This is yet another doll box opening video. In this video, we will be opening a Gem of Doll Caul, something like that. Anyway, this is the first Gem of Doll I have ever had. Shipping this doll cost me a lot of anxiety. When I shipped this, I didn't realize that the Chinese company that shipped it was using FedEx as an endpoint, and I put a P.O. box number for my address so they wouldn't use FedEx, but they ended up using FedEx anyway. So now I'm panicking because FedEx doesn't deliver to P.O. boxes, and if I didn't get the address corrected, they would have destroyed the mail piece, and yeah, you get the point. Anyway, I contacted the people who shipped this, and turns out I had to pay $35 extra just to change the damn address. When I think FedEx, as long as it's delivered within like 10 miles of the original address, they change it for free, but this Chinese company charged me $36. Anyway, big fiasco, finally got it. You know, it is what it is. And before anyone asks, the person that it's addressed to cannot change the address. The person who ships it has to change the address. So there you go. But anyway, I chose a P.O. box because I didn't want to use FedEx or UPS because here recently they have been trying to charge me a quote-unquote remote delivery fee. And I want to say about like a year ago, this remote delivery fee wasn't a thing, but it suddenly is. And I don't want to be charged a remote delivery fee because FedEx delivers to my house all the time. And then somebody explained to me it's the distance from the port or something like that, but whatever. That's what I get for trying a new shipping line because it's a little bit faster than Sal. But I'll just stick with Sal from now on because they use the P.O. box or the post office, the USPS, to deliver to the endpoint, which they do not charge a remote delivery fee, and I can have it delivered to the P.O. box, so nobody will steal my packages when I'm not home. Did you get all that? I was talking quite fast. And moving on, this is the tail, and I chose to buy the big tail, which is not resin cast. It is 3D printed because it's so big. If this was cast in solid resin, it would be really heavy. When I was looking at this, it looks like they just literally took a can of black glossy spray paint and just spray painted it. And it kind of looks tacky, in my opinion. Now, when I first opened these tails, I was kind of confused. I was thinking to myself, I only ordered one tail, and that's the big tail, so why did they send two tails? And you will see later on in the video why they sent two. And I also wanted to say that this doll came extremely fast, just like my Zaga doll. It literally only took like a month and a half for this doll to be made and shipped out and arrived at my house. It was like lickety split, holy shit. Now this is a darker resined doll, and with darker resins, you are going to see sanding marks. I think the only exception to this would be Resin Soul. Theirs is quite minimal. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way they mix their colors in. But a little blushing should cover that right up, I guess. And I do want to say I'm not sure I am fond of the leg caps. I think it could have done, or Gem of Doll could have eliminated those and it would have been just fine. And there are holes on the hoof walls on each side, but I'm pretty sure Gem of Doll just used the same lower centaur part for the male and the female, and the female centaur version of this one has wings coming out of her hooves instead of the quote-unquote hoof armor, and the wings hook into those hoof holes, and of course the male version doesn't have those, so the holes are just there. And this tail piece does have grooves where you can adjust the height of the tail, but with the big tail I don't think that's very feasible because it is still heavy. So even if the tail was positioned higher, I don't think it would stay because the tail is so big and heavy. And the lower centaur part, all legs are double jointed, so that's a plus. I'm just trying to see if he can stand on his own here. And I've noticed on a lot of dolls, including this one, including Lutz Centaur, like one leg will be oddly longer than all the other ones, so it won't like stand firmly, but it will stand. But if you wanted to pose this doll with like one leg up and curled under or whatever, you would definitely need something for support because he's a bit wobbly. Now, inserting the tail, you could sticky tack it or glue it in there if you found the need to, but honestly, the friction holds this tail in rather well, and I don't think it needs any glue or sticky tack. And that way, you could get it out later if you needed to repaint or unstring the doll or etc, etc. Now, here's the point I was confused as to why they sent me two tails, but one of them fit and one did not. I didn't understand what the hell is going on. Turns out that these two tail pieces go together, and I will cut to that because I recorded that after this video because I didn't realize this until I was editing this video that those two pieces go together. And here I'm putting on the ears, which I love the fact that these ears come on and off. They have a magnet, they fit together well, there's a little notch so you orientate the ears correctly and that they won't turn. I think like all doll companies should do this if they have large ears, such as elf ears or animal ears. Everyone should adopt this practice. That way it is less likely that the ears will snap during shipping or when moving around this doll. And here are the detail shots, which I had to re-record because I figured out the tail. And yeah, the next doll opening I am very excited about, so stay tuned for that one next week. Like, subscribe, comment, interact, watch the video to the end. Okay, thanks, bye!